Hey guys, I'm excited to share with you a little purchase my brother and I made today. We ended up going to Best Buy and he picked up a Hero 5 Black action camera from GoPro. Ended up getting a really good deal from Best Buy. Just went in there to take a look, and one of the things that surprised us a little bit was that at Best Buy they not only price match flyers, but they end up price matching the price we found on Amazon. So we ended up getting the price we had on Amazon. And what Best Buy also does is they'll give you 10% off of the difference in price too. So not only did we get the price we had this on Amazon, but we got a 10% discount on that. Mind you, not a 10% discount on the whole product, but 10% of the difference in price. So $25 would be an extra $2.50 off of what you would have bought it at the other store, right? So I was pretty shocked that they would do that with Amazon. So got a deal on this. While we were there, ended up actually buying an SD card. Went with the Lexar Professional Series, and the only reason for that is because it has faster transfer and write speeds, and that'll be beneficial when we're shooting 4K video. Had a couple of these Samsung Evos around the house. That's actually what we're using right now. What we're taping with right now is actually a GoPro Session 4, and it's using one of these Samsung SD cards. But one of the main benefits of the Hero 5 Black is the 4K video shooting, right? So we didn't want the memory to be a bottleneck, so we ended up spending a little bit more. And again, they price match because this was on Amazon also. Got a great deal, got a little bit of a discount, so that's awesome. The only great with the price matching was that this Hero 5 Black did come with an adapter for a bicycle, and they ended up taking that away. It was either we took the discounted price from the price match, or we paid the full price and got the promotion. So a little quirky in that way, but it ended up working a little bit better for us just to take the GoPro instead of taking their promotion and not getting the discount on the GoPro. So we went that route, and Best Buy, if you're hearing us, give us a bike mount. So, couple reasons that we ended up getting a GoPro. So, looked up a lot of reviews and ended up finding out that right now GoPro makes the best action cameras. People decide on, hey, there might be this, or that, but consistently GoPro makes the best action cameras on the market when we're looking at reviews. So we decided to go with this, and the reason, again, we're shooting this with a Session. The reason we decided to go with this is because this is the top of the line model that GoPro offers at the moment. So, go big or go home. So we decided to go with this. And some of the features, so if we turn it over a little bit, some of the main benefits of this is, so it has a 12 megapixel camera. It can do 30 frames per second burst when it's in photo mode. And time lapse. So whenever you're watching one of those videos where everything seems paused, the background seems paused, but the clouds are moving after a long period of time, the night or day time lapse. This has the capability, if you mount it and you leave it there for a while, to do time lapse photos. Ends up looking like a video actually, but it is a multitude of photos stitched together. In video, it can do 4K at 30 frames. 1440p at 80 frames, and 1080p at 120 frames. So the higher the frame rate, it helps you when you're trying to slow down a video. So for example, if you have a video that, let's just say you're shooting an arrow through an apple and you really want to slow it down, you could go in 1080p, and the 120 frames will have more frames so that you can slow down the shot, right? Whereas you probably won't want to take that shot in 4K at 30 frames, right? You're not going to be able to slow it down as much. But when it comes to live video, if you go to a movie theater, I believe a cinematic movie is shot at 24 frames per second. So when you're looking at 30 frames per second in 4K, if it's a live video, it's going to be perfectly fine. It's going to look gorgeous. So I'm pretty content with 30 frames at 4K. I'm not going to be shooting much, or my brother, I don't believe, slow motion in 4K, so it's not going to be that big of an issue. One thing, the benefit of the GoPro Hero 5 that prior GoPros have never had, is waterproofing out of the box. So usually you need an enclosure. So this GoPro is waterproofed out of the box. Up to 33 feet or 10 meters. Now, if you do want to extend that, you can get external housing that let you go deeper. Let's say that you're diving or have you. So right out of the box, waterproof. You can dunk it underwater and videotape. I do believe that when you do put it underwater, the LCD screen in the back stops working. So you can't use it while underwater. But if your camera's on, it's not like you're going to be using an LCD screen underwater anyways. The simple one button control. So again, I haven't used this yet, but I'm assuming by using the session, GoPro, one of the things they do really well is ease of use. So with this, I believe it's just easier to use. I'm going to click one button, it's going to start recording. There's not a multitude of buttons on this device. Simple. So not only for myself, but the beginner user can, take this out and get great shots. The Wi-Fi and Bluetooth enability, and the reason it has Wi-Fi Bluetooth is so that you can pair this up with another device. I believe that you can use this as a secondary monitor, right? So for the Hero session, more so that this is being taped on, it doesn't have a screen, right? So without a screen, you can't really see what you're shooting. So, or you might want a bigger screen. So you have the opportunity to pair it up and do different things with it. I haven't used the application, so again, I will see how that works with the GoPro Hero 5 Black. So we'll see how that goes. Advanced wind noise reduction. So imagine yourself going down a hill on a bike. So that wind hitting you that you naturally hear, the camera is going to pick that up. So the mic on the camera will pick that noise up, right? So what this does, it has an option to reduce the wind noise. It'll be interesting to see how effective that is on the move. Next, voice control. So let's just say you're immobilized. You can't use your hands. Whether it be you're riding a bike and both your hands are on the handlebars, and you can just actually tell the GoPro, and I don't know the exact command, but tell the GoPro to start taking a video, and it'll listen to your voice. So that's an awesome little feature, something neat. Next, you got video stabilization. Now, the video stabilization on here is digital. So what that means is it basically crops the video so that it evens out. So when you're walking or let's just say you're on a bike or something, it's not as wobbly or jittery when you're trying to watch the video. So video stabilization does not work in 4K, but it will work underneath that. So at 1440p, it should work. And that's because it's on the software end of things, right? It's usually a 4K video, you can't really crop it down the same way, right? You'd need a video that's higher to crop it down to 4K. So it wouldn't be true 4K anyways with the video stabilization on, where the 1440p, it could be a higher frame rate or a higher picture that's cropped down a little bit. I believe that's how it works. The good thing is, though, if you actually want a handheld stabilizer, I know GoPro came out with their own for this, the Karma Grip, and other companies like the Removu S1 have stabilization grips that you can use. With that, you'll get buttery smooth motion. So if you're walking on a bike, let's just say snowboarding down a hill, you'll get that smooth motion, almost that cinematic feel to get that professional photo, right? It'll be interesting to see, hoping to grab a stabilizer at some point to show you guys what the difference is in video quality when it comes to jittering, right? Touch display, so again, why this is better than the session and why we decided with this is, you know what, I like to see what I'm taping. So in terms of that, being able to see that, being able to really have menus to change through, not just buttons, will be beneficial. And I just think the ease of use is better with a touch display. So that was one of the main selling points for us between this and some other cameras, right? Stereo audio and mic input. So yes, it does have a mic. Like right now I'm talking through Hero session. I'm hoping, obviously this is a step up, that the mic quality on the device is going to be better than what you guys are hearing now when I start using this, or my brother starts using this too, right? Really, really cool feature here, the GPS. So with the GPS app, um, GoPro allows you to have an overlay on your videos. So let's imagine I'm going down a hill snowboarding. What I can do is it can track my progress down the hill, make a map. It can even track the speed I'm going down at, and it can put that on my videos. So something simple that's going to have a profound effect and make it really look like a better video. Um, Lastly, raw photos and audio. So you can't do this in video, but I read up about this a little bit, and the raw photos and videos are unfiltered photos, exactly how they're supposed to be seen. So if you are a professional photographer or somebody who really edits with photography, you'll be able to get the raw photos and put it into colors that you like to change it to. With that being said, I'm really excited to start opening this up and taking a look at what we get inside. Got the GoPro mounted into its housing on the top. Just some instruction manuals, some stickers, GoPro stickers, safety instructions. It's funny that GoPro has safety instructions because people do the craziest things with them. Adhesive, so 3M adhesive, um, just to stick this onto something. So these are actually pretty super strong. I'll put these right down here. We have one battery. Let's see the size of it. Can't really find the size of it of the battery for you, but it is a lithium-ion battery made from Samsung. A USB Type C to regular USB connection, so it's not Type C to Type C. I do have a Nexus phone. This is a Type C to Type C. It did come with it. I'll see if it does work with the GoPro. But usually with USB Type C 3.1, you do get faster transfer rates. So it'll be good for sending photos out. The housing for the mount. Um, and here we have the GoPro itself. It's got a little bit of a picture on the back. The monitor. Let me see. Let's go go ahead and put in the SD card. Hopefully this has somewhat of a charge. I believe it goes in like this. Yep. Click the mode. So actually the SD card probably goes on this side. So as you can see, we have HDMI, mini HDMI, a USB Type C connection, and I'm wondering, where does this SD card go? By the battery, maybe? Oh, I can see it right here. So right underneath the battery, the SD card does go in. So I'll put that in right now. Unpack the dongle to attach to your computer. So let me put this in really quick. Clip that right in. Put the battery right in. Close this up. Throw this out of the way. Take this little plastic off the back. Let's power this baby on. And obviously it has low battery, but we got it on. So there you have it. The GoPro beginning instructions. And we can set it up. settings. I can view what I'm doing. Obviously, I have to play with this a little bit and learn how to use it, but just by looking at it, it doesn't seem too difficult. Only 4% better, so I'm not going to be able to show you guys much. But again, options, time-lapse photos, video, easy as boom. Where do we want to take this, right? 1440p. So again, actually, looking at this, 1440 free goes to 60 frames per second, 2K, no, but 4K and 30 frames. So yeah, no, the ability right now to shoot this in 4K, and we'll see the difference. It's obviously a better camera, better output. So there you have it, the GoPro Hero 5 Black. Super excited for this. The size, it's a very good size for the equivalent. Just to put it comparative to my phone, it's actually recording. It shows you on the front. I do like that too. So if it's facing you, gives you the output of like 4K, 30 frames, your battery information, how much actual space is in your SD card. I believe it says I have 2 hours in 4K video that I can actually tape. I believe that's what it is. But looking at this, almost 3.25 long ways would fit in my Nexus. So it is very compact. Long angle, back angle. So there you guys have it. I hope you got to enjoy a little bit of the unboxing of the GoPro Hero 5 Black. Intend to do a bunch of videos with this, maybe a comparison to the Session 4. Hopefully maybe one day get a stabilizer and see how that works out. Use it on some vehicles, take it on a trip. And share with you guys some of the things I do with my family, or my brother does with our family, and things that's a part of our lives, and whoever have you would want to see it. Very excited to see what this brings, but no, there's going to be some videos in the future, not only about this, but attachments to it, and what we're going to use it for. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.